If you score less than 280 in this just concluded JAMB exam, there are some courses you shouldn't apply to, and it's simply because they are more competitive in most of the federal school, and also they are also most sought after by your fellow JAMBite. So why do you have to join the competition when you can really have an alternative to some of those courses? I'm going to be listing 5 of them, and I'm also going to be listing an alternative for you. Now, the first on my list is law. Law is a very, very competitive course, especially in the art world, and practically we have most art students wanting to study law. But if you don't have a good JAMB score, you might find it difficult to get admission with law. So what do I have as an alternative for you? My alternative to law is you can pick up criminology. And the second on my list is any engineering course. Any engineering course in any federal school is very competitive. When I'm talking about engineering course, I'm talking about mech engineering, electrical engineering, and many more. The alternative to this, as far as I'm concerned, is to pick up mathematics or physics, or even physics electronics, as a case may. But here is accounting. Accounting is very, very competitive in most of the federal school as well, and majority of all these commercial students also want to study accounting. So if you don't score at least 280 in your JAMB exam, it will really be difficult for you to get accounting in most of this one. What is my alternative to this? The alternative course to this is you can pick either finance, you can pick or marketing, as the case may be. But the interesting thing about accounting is you can run a professional program like HiCan as you do your finance, or as you do your marketing, and before you are even done with your finance, you might have even concluded the whole professional exam for HiCan, and you will be a chartered accountant. And that is just the interesting thing about that. Now, the fourth one, which is the second most competitive course in Nigeria, nursing. Nursing is very, very competitive, and most of the time, if you don't also have at least, let's just say 280 above, you might find it difficult to gain admission to nursing in any of the federal school. And my alternative to this is physiotherapy. Physiotherapy most of the time is not studied in most of the school, but then for the school that does physiotherapy, you can have a good chance instead of nursing. And the fifth on my list, which serves to be the most competitive course in Nigeria, medicine and surgery. Now, the alternative I have for medicine and surgery is for you to pick a specialization from the onset. What that simply means is that instead of applying for medicine and surgery, dentistry will not be competitive as medicine and surgery in most federal schools. Optometry will not be as competitive as medicine in most federal schools. So if you have maybe like 280 below, you can still join the competition around those courses in most of the first federal school. And here is a disclaimer. All the alternative courses I've mentioned, you also need a very good JAMB score to get them in whatever school you are applying to. I hope you find value in this, and if content like this is what you want to see, do well by hitting the follow button or perhaps subscribing.